friends, welcome back to another tutorial. In today's video I'm going to be sharing how I made a beautiful hairpiece for a beautiful baby girl. I made a black blinged up headband for baby Michelle, and I decided to create something that matches her personality for her. She loves, ball dresses, and I was so excited when her mom reached out to me to create a particular piece for her. So in today's video I'm going to be sharing how I made it for her, just in case you also have a baby girl, or you have a niece, or you just have someone, a baby dear to you, that you would love to make something for. This video is going to show you how to go about it, and yeah, I'm sure whoever you gift this to is going to appreciate it. And if you're also a seller, right, whoever you sell this particular piece to would really be excited. So if you'd be interested in seeing how to make this Michelle headband, I decided to name this particular design after baby Michelle. So if you'd like to see how I made the Michelle headband, please make sure you watch this video to the end. Also, subscribe if you're yet to subscribe. Hit the like button, because I'm sure you're going to have a lot of fun watching and learning from this tutorial. So please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and please also share with your friends. All right guys, now that I've said all of that, let's get straight into today's video. Let's go.
Alright guys, so the very first thing you need is your fabric of choice. For me, I'm working with this fabric that they call Mikado, okay? It's a popular fabric. It's everywhere, at least here in Nigeria. You need your scissors for cutting your fabric. You also need your ruler for just measurements and cutting and precision and all of that. Also, you need your tailor's chalk or your tailor's marker, whichever piece works for you. You also need your tape rule for marking measurements. The next thing you're going to be using is your plastic headband, okay? This is a small size, okay? Because I'm making for a baby, I decided to go with the small size. If you're making this for an adult, use a bigger type of headband. You also need this trimming. Feel free to use any trimming that works for you. I just chose to use that one. This is my Mikado fabric already cut out. If I have two pieces, one for wrapping the headband and another for, creating the scrunched up piece or design that I had going on. That scrunched up piece is like 60 inches by 5 inches. Feel free to customize this to your preference, while the one that I'm using to wrap my headband is just a 2-inch piece of fabric. I have a tutorial for you guys on how to wrap your headband beautifully, okay? I already promised you guys and I already filmed it, but I didn't want to add that to this particular video because I don't want my video to be excessively long. So look out for that video. If you're not subscribed, please do well to subscribe so you don't miss out on it when it goes up. So this is my 60-inch by 5-inch fabric. I folded it into two and sewed it all the way through, and now I'm turning it inside out, okay? Leave one end open because that's where you would pass your fabric through to turn it inside out. And once you're done doing that, you iron and then seal up the open part. So this is my headband. This is me trying to wrap it. Like I said, I filmed a detailed process, okay, for people that ask questions a lot about how I wrap my headband, how I attach elastic and all of that. Don't worry, the video is coming soon, and this is the final result. Look how beautiful and neatly wrapped this particular headband looks. It's amazing. Like, I'm mind blown. Anyway, this is all about that. So the next thing we are going to do now is we are going to go straight to the bit where we start to create the main design for this particular headband. Alright guys, so this is my fabric. Remember that 60-inch by 5-inch fabric that I folded into two and turned inside out? Exactly. So this is it, right? I went ahead to iron it, and what I'm doing now is I'm just trying to run some running stitches, or gathering it. Basically, you know how you gather fabric? Exactly. I've done that a couple of times on the channel, so people that are frequent on here and follow my tutorials already know what I'm doing. So even if you are new here, welcome to the channel, okay? To get what I'm doing, just look at what I'm doing. Look at how I'm passing my needle and thread and replicate it on your fabric, and trust me, it's going to go smoothly, okay? I decided to speed up this bit because I didn't want it to be too long and just boring, right? So that's why it looks as though my hands are moving very fast. My hands are not this fast in real life, okay? I sped up this bit of the video. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to gather the fabric up until the end, okay? You want to gather it. And for this bit, really, like I always say, my tutorial is not the final thing, right? Feel free to customize it. You can also do pleats. You can make your own pleats, right? You don't have to do gathers because I'm doing gathers, right? Make pleats. Freestyle with your fabric, okay? Your fabric is very open. You can do a lot with your fabric, right? So feel free to just do it and make your own recreation yours, right? And if you also like to just follow my tutorials to the T, right, to the letter, feel free to do that as well. So what I'm doing here is, after gathering my fabric, I'm just going ahead to secure my stitch, right? And that's why it looks as though I'm tying and tying and tying. I just want to make sure that I don't lose my gathers. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to fold the fabric into two. What I have here is that gathered piece. I folded it into two, and what I'm also going to go ahead to do now is to do some hand stitches to hold it in place. Okay, I don't want it to open up. I want it to stay folded. I want it to stay, folded like this when I place it on the plastic headband that I already went ahead to wrap. So this is me just doing my hand stitch. If you know you can't be bothered about this, feel free to just run your sewing machine lightly over the fabric to seal, to hold the fabric together. But for me, I found that I enjoy doing hand stitches these days. I do this so often that it's like a hobby, right? It's calming for me. So feel free to do whatever works for you. But yeah, that is exactly what I said earlier on is what I'm doing here, just doing hand stitches to hold my fabric in place. And once that is done, it'll be time for us to attach this gathered piece of fabric onto our plastic headband. And don't worry, you guys, I made sure that I showed you guys how I went about attaching this to my headband neatly for you guys, because I found that a lot of you guys always like to see everything, and I try my best, honestly. Like it can be very demanding, but I tried my best in this video to show you guys everything I did. So what I'm doing here is just securing my stitch. Whenever you do hand stitches, please don't forget to secure your stitch so you don't lose it, and then whatever you did previously might just get loosened up and all of that. So this is me just picturing where I want this ruffled piece to sit on my plastic headband, my wrapped plastic headband. And once I was done figuring it out, it was time for me to now start to attach it to my headband, right? I hope you guys are following. If you're following me, please hit the like button so I know that you guys followed all the way through. So yeah, this is me just attaching the ruffle piece onto the plastic headband, and all that entails is sewing the fabrics together. And just in case you are new here and you're a bit confused, I'm not passing my needle and thread through my plastic headband. I'm passing it through the two pieces of fabric that I'm trying to join together. So the fabric that I used to wrap my plastic headband and the ruffle design, exactly, those are the two items that I'm sewing together using my needle and thread. Your plastic headband, obviously, just like the name is made of plastic, right? So needle cannot go through it, right? So it's now left for you to kind of how do I put it now, just figure out how you can just pass your needle and thread in such a way that it goes through the fabrics and not the plastic headband itself. I'll just keep quiet now for this bit, allow you guys pay attention to what I'm doing, and then we'll continue along in this tutorial. Alright guys, so I hope you guys followed along and you can see clearly how I'm sewing my fabric together. If you've been enjoying this video so far, please hit the like button so I know you are enjoying the video. Also, if you made it up to this point and you're yet to be subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and join us, okay? I make tutorials like this from time to time, and sharing and learning and just doing all of that is something that we do often on this channel. So it would be nice to have you in the family. Once I got done doing this, I just went ahead to basically bling up this particular headband, right? And with blinging up, what I use this time, as opposed to just using rhinestones and just sticking on sparkly things onto the headband, I decided to bead. Like, I found that beading it lasts longer and it just gives your design a more lush and just beautiful outlook. So this is the final result after I sewed the ruffle onto the plastic headband. You could decide to stop here, right? This looks absolutely beautiful as well. But because I wanted something genge for my beautiful baby Michelle, right, I decided to go ahead to bling up and then just accessorize this particular headband. So as I was saying, I decided to go with beading, and don't worry guys, beading is something that I've gotten way better at, and I feel like a lot of you guys would not mind, knowing all about it. So I'm going to share a particular video on how I made a full-blown, blinged up headband, right? And that video is coming really soon. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe so you don't miss all these videos that I'm promising you guys. All right guys, so yeah, as I was saying, I went ahead to bead this particular headband, and because I didn't want the headband to turn out too heavy, because remember, it's a child that is wearing the headband. You don't want something that will be, giving the child a headache or anything like that. And beads, if you do too much beading, it will make whatever you're beading become heavy, right? So I decided to just bead little bits and pieces of this headband in such a way that the headband still remains kind of lightweight and it's not going to bother the child that is wearing it. If you're an adult and you are trying to make this for yourself, feel free to go off and make something heavily beaded, okay? As long as you know that you can handle it, or your client, requested for it to be heavily beaded. But if you're making something for a child, please keep it simple so that it doesn't, hurt the child that is going to go ahead to wear your design. So this is what the beaded part of this headband looks like, and I went ahead to, like I said, do some other beadings here and there, and this looked absolutely gorgeous. Like, I had so much fun making this. I'm like, oh my goodness, how like, this is so freaking beautiful. Anyway, I decided to get petals as well, these little black flower petals, kind of blinked petals, and I decided to stick them onto the headband as well, just to give it a more lush and more beautiful outlook. And that was pretty much it. For this beat, I used my hot glue to attach the petals onto the headband, and yeah, I just went ahead to just look for empty spaces and just make everything look aesthetically pleasing and just beautiful in general. So yeah, the next thing I did after this was to attach elastic to the headband, so that when the child or your client, whoever is wearing the headband, right, when baby Michelle goes ahead to wear this headband, it sits on her head. Because babies and children in general, they tend to play around a lot and all of that. You don't want a situation where you take your child to a party and they're wearing this piece, and after the party you can't find the headband, right, because it has fallen off their head. This way, with the elastic, the headband will sit on her head all through, and you don't have to worry about losing it. This is final result. This is what the headband looks like. It looks absolutely stunning, and yeah, I can't wait to see the reaction on the face of the mother of the child and the baby as well when she goes ahead to wear it. If you enjoyed watching this video, please do well to hit the like button. Also subscribe if you're yet to. And yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed coming along with me.
All right, friends, so there you have it. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, like I said earlier, please do well to give the video a big thumbs up, okay? That thumbs up, like I said earlier, helps YouTube spread my videos to a wider audience, and it just helps me know that you guys enjoyed and found value from watching my video. Also, just in case you don't know, I'm open to taking client orders. So if you'd like to place an order for probably this Michelle headband or any other headband that I've shared on here on my channel, please feel free to send me a DM on my Instagram page. I always leave my Instagram page on the top left corner of my video, so please feel free to send me a direct message or drop a comment in this video, or send me an email. My email as well is always in the description box of my videos. So yeah, thank you guys so much again for watching, and I can't wait to see you in another tutorial. Bye.